Well, I'm home from work. How good is that? 17 days away. Tomorrow's a travel day. We're gonna drive 1,400 miles back to Phoenix, back to Jupiter. But first, gotta do a bit of maintenance. I don't know about you guys, but you know I'm a DIY guy. I can't. Like apparently changing a fuel filter at the GMC dealership is $500. And oil change, I believe, is around the $300 mark. So do it yourself, I can't remember, I think that was like $15 and that's 12. So let's do it. First thing I'm gonna do is put the truck on the grass because there's gonna be some splashing, some spillage, both of diesel and a bit of oil. I don't want to mess up this nice driveway here in the RV park. So we might remove all these lights and I'll move the truck. How good are these things? I wish I had these when I was a young lad fixing my car. Bit of a squeeze getting under here, but I'll see how I go. But I'm going to drain the oil first. I've warmed the oil up so that it's nice and runny as it can be, and let it drain for 30 minutes while I do the fuel filter. Alrighty. That's what we need to undo. And there's the oil filter. Both will make a bit of a mess. So we'll start by draining the sump first. So removing the fuel filter now, and it is in this truck, it's right there, which is easy access. I haven't done it before. I've watched some YouTube on it, but looks like this model has a drain first. So I'm going to drain it just to see if there's any water or debris that comes out. Obviously there'll be some debris, but water specifically is what I'm looking for, which will settle at the bottom of the filter housing. So let's get that going. I've got my peanut butter jar here to catch it, mostly devoid of peanut butter, but not quite.
Don't make a mess.
Alright, nearly off. Got a bit of wetness. What? No diesel come out.
Oh.
Interesting.
Maybe it's not that bad.
Well, it means there's no diesel in the filter. Alright, well that's weird. Not unexpected. So now this is where I'm expecting a whole lot of diesel to come out. Oh, just big enough. Let me give it a poke because it feels like there's more in there. Wants to come out. There's a little bit. That's weird. No, that's the end of it. All right. Time to remove the housing. See? It wants to come out.
Yeah.
Oh, look. Little tap.
Yeah.
The good news is there's no water. There's electrical wires there too, so we don't want to short anything.
Why did it tap?
Yeah. But the idea would be to empty the bowl so it doesn't all spill on you. What is that? There's a big... Oh. I thought it was a big chunk of dirt, but it's the... It's clever. Alright. Bet you it all comes out when I start introducing air. Oh man, she doesn't want to come out. Oh no. So the arrow says to tighten it. Yeah, that is right. So no, it's a conventional screw. I was thinking it was being reversed, but it's not. No. I think I need to go buy a socket. Oh, I can't, because we don't have a car now. Actually, I still could. So I'm going to put it back together and prime it and go and buy a socket for this. think I read online it's a 36 mil, which is a big socket. I'm not sure where I'm going to buy it from, but we can do that. And that will be the best method to not break the plastic. It is only plastic. Alright, let's go try and prime it now and see if the car will start. I gotta put oil in first. I think that's enough drainage. Next will be the oil filter. Alright, so we can move the oil pan under the filter now. I really should have a socket on this. I want to burr it, but it doesn't come up very tight. Keep it nice and clean, so if we see any oil, then it's a leak. Alright, oil filter, this is the messy part. Oil wrench. Yeah, like that. 2 hands for beginners. So my wife is not only pretty, she came up with a great idea. Instead of getting a socket, which is like this big for the bottom of this fuel filter, she said, why can't you just use the oil filter wrench? Wait, come on. Hang on a minute, that may work. So let's try that. All right. So if we, like that, and then we twist and use the big spanner as well, same time, it's going to help support everything, and I'm going to get a face full of diesel. I know that's going to happen. Alright, here we go. No. She doesn't want to move. Alright, one more try. I just got to be gentle, you know, it's plastic. Why make things so shit today? Moving, it's moved. Yep, we're working.
It's working?
It's working.
Yay.
Nice thinking, my baby. I didn't think of that. Oh, yes. Still tight. I'm gonna just try a spanner alone. Yeah, we're good. We're good now.
How are you gonna put it back?
It doesn't need to be that tight. In fact, people have said just do it hand tight, as long as it doesn't leak. That's really still tight. See, this should be hand tight by now, but it's not. There we go. She's rolling now. Whoop. I heard some noise, like liquid noise.
Yay. Uh-oh.
Here it comes. I can try.
What?
Well, it's the bowl full of fuel.
Yeah.
And my emptying before with the vacuum, it wouldn't come out. Getting most of it. There you go, it's slowing down. I'll try and tip it into this jar. Alright, that's about it for now. I gotta hold the jar so I don't tip over. Alright, success! Let's get a lid on that jar and check out this filter. These eyes watering from the... I had a bit of diesel in my eye before. Oh, you know, perfectly clean, that's fine. Look, see the dirt on top of there? This is definitely... Yep. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, it's full of shit. See in the sunlight? There's a lot of shit in there. That's dirty fuel from all the cheap gas stations we go to. We're always looking for the cheapest fuel. And that's what you get. That's why I have a fuel filter. Look at all that, it's clouds. Look at all that, see? Oh, it's peanut butter. Alright.
Maybe it's peanut butter. It's not dirt.
Well, certainly
What's
that's just poo from the fuel. Yeah, that's just rusty pipes and things like that. So what do we get in the kit? We can maybe just just get that wet. Alright. And we get some seals. So there's the big O-ring for the base. Make sure it's the right size before we throw that away.
So tight. Very rubberized, right?
Yeah. Just doing it as awkwardly as I possibly can. There we go. We can roll it down there. Was that where it was? Or was it on the bottom?
Oh my god.
Ah, it's
It should be.
It's on the bottom. There. Down there. It's a bit of a wobbly. This one's much better quality than this one.
Can you use that one?
Yeah,
The old one?
maybe I will. This one feels better. It's round. This one's like... Yeah, I don't like it. This one's got like a seam. This is better quality. I'm using the old one. It's in good condition. Not as tight and rigid as that. This one's more soft. I like it. I think it's ready to go in. Put it back. See how we go. So the biggest challenge is the starting afterwards.
Yeah.
To prime, there is a fuel pump, I believe. So like you just got to, you don't crank, but you turn the ignition on and then it pumps some fuel in and then you turn it off and then you turn it on. Apparently you got to do that like 5 times and then enough fuel will be filling the bowl to get to the engine. So that's the plan. All right, but that is my biggest concern, because if we need help, it means we've got to ring somebody. So this, I think it's 4 gallon. Is it 2.5? I think it's 2.5 gallon. Last time I bought 2 of these because the truck should take 1.5 of these, but it didn't. It only took 1. So here's the last one, which halved my expected cost for a oil change. So overall, I think I can do this oil change for 50 bucks. And you don't want to put too much in. So I'm gonna put most, let it settle, and then check the dipstick. And the trouble with new oil is you can't see it on the dipstick. It's so clean. Alright, that will do. Let that settle. Come back in 5 minutes, see what it looks like on the dipstick. Alright, there's still a little bit left in there, but I've given the dipstick a wipe. The level's about there, so that's perfect. And perfectly clean. So that's it. Oil is in. Now what we got to do is check for leaks. Oh, got to prime it after the fuel filter first. So that's a little bit of a procedure. Come on. See how it goes. So it says turn the ignition on for 60 seconds. Don't start it, just turn the ignition on for 60 seconds. I didn't bring a timer. I'll just count in my brain. And then turn it off and then try crank. Crank for 15 seconds. If it doesn't start, repeat procedure again. Let's do that. Alright. Alright, so start. Whoop! I'm
Is
getting
that
slipped
mine?
up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Should be a minute. Stop it. And now we're going to try crank. See if it starts.
Babe,
What?
it's leaking. It's leaking.
Right.
Oh my god.
Maybe you were right about
Yeah.
it being cross-threaded, but
Yeah. It looked slant earlier.
it sort of looked alright to me. But yeah, okay. Time to get dirty again.
Oh no.
There's a chance this O-ring is a little depressed in areas, and it's possibly in the wrong spot. What do you reckon?
So far I can see this.
That's
is
me
the-
putting it on, isn't it? Like a knife or something to try. I think
See?
you're right. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I think it's in the wrong spot.
Yeah.
That would be great if it's that simple. Let's try that. Put the O-ring in the other spot. You see the benefit of making YouTube videos? You can look at previous stuff to see how to put it back together. And this is all part of DIY, guys. You're gonna make mistakes, but today, so far, fingers crossed, we've saved 500 bucks. So let's try this one.
This is the good one.
That's where it's supposed to go?
Yeah. Because I see those thing on that line on the bottom.
Yeah,
On the
look at
video.
this. That'll be it.
Yeah.
Perfect. Put it back. That's all it takes.
How's the type?
That feels,
better?
yeah, it feels
Better?
like I think I should be able to do it hand tight. That's what they said on YouTube. I'll give it a wipe down, so if any leaks, hopefully not as large as the last leak, we'll see them. I'll show you. See a little streaky there. So obviously could do a bit more tightening. Clean that up, tighten it up, check again. Alright, it's only a little bit tighter, but we'll do that and check it again. Tighten it up, let's see if it leaks now. No leak, we're good.
Yay! Good job, babe.
I let it warm up to operating temperature and then check it again.
High five.
500 bucks. I think, well, parts, oil,
Labor.
cost me 70 bucks instead of 500. So is DIY worth it? Hell yeah. I was worried I buggered up the fuel filter there for a second because I didn't have the right tool. That I think it's a 36mm socket, and I'm gonna buy one for next time. But I was worried that not having the right tool, that I may have cracked it when it did that big squirting fuel leak. But luckily we could look back at the footage that we had just filmed and realize that we had the O-ring in the wrong slot. I say we because I like to share the blame, you know. But yes, you do make mistakes because it's the first time doing it normally, but from then on it's never the first time again, is it? So now I know the pitfalls of changing the fuel filter. Oil filter's easy, I've done that one before, but you can save a bunch just by DIY. Knowledge keeps you driving. Hey crew!
Hi, crew.
I know, we're still here at Starbase. We've been here, what, 6 weeks now, maybe it is? Princess is tired of hanging around here, so, and we're sort of missing out on the good weather for exploring, so we're heading off tomorrow. We are out of here tomorrow. We're going to San Antonio first, catch up with an old mate who fixes airplanes, then heading into New Mexico. We're going to go to Roswell. It's alien spotting. And then White Sands Missile Range, and maybe Carlsbad Cavern. And then eventually we're going to boondock properly with our batteries. We've never had the opportunity to really test them.
Yeah.
I just keep going to work all the time. So this will be boondocking for at least 4 or 5 days, living on the batteries. And if they don't work for some reason, we've still got the generator. But yeah, looking forward to that. To really test the solar system and the new batteries. After that, Phoenix, back to where we began. I'll go to work then, and after they come back, what are we gonna do?
You're gonna visit Droopy.
Gonna go see Droopy just to check up because we want to go north. We want to go to the parks in Utah,
This amazing national park.
Wyoming, California, all
Yeah.
that West Coast mountain stuff before the tourists get there. So it's going to be cold, but we want to get there like on the shoulder seasons, you know, before the peak season of summer. Because like some of these parks, you got to buy tickets for 6 months in advance. It's like a rock concert. It's
I know,
amazing. So I don't know. We'll see what we see. But that's the plan. Unfortunately, we won't see the launch, but
No.
we'll watch it on YouTube. It's a shame. I love this place. I could live here, mainly only because of this, really. You know, but, just to see this progress every day. Wow. All right, guys. Hope you've had a great week. Cheers.
Cheers.
So we're in San Antonio, Texas, and a mate of mine lives on an airfield.
I know.
Just there. It's a grass strip, and he's got a hangar. He lives in it. He's got like 10 airplanes sitting in there, and we're going for a fly.
Oh my god, I'm excited.
She's never been in a light aircraft
Yeah.
before,
No.
and I haven't been for a long time. So yeah, we're going to go somewhere for lunch.